Welcome back, YouTube family. Before I begin this news story, remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel to view relevant content. That's right, smash that button. Today I'm about to share breaking news about a promising young man. 22-year-old Johannes Kadane, a newly employed Netflix engineer, was last seen leaving his new residence on Monday around 7:15 p.m. Then he caught an Uber rideshare to meet someone. Was the person a new friend or a date? It's intriguing that he moved from New York for this job only 2 weeks ago. Johannes Kadane communicated with two co-workers while in the Uber ride from San Jose. A few valuable personal items were found by a commuter near the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, where he was last tracked. His cell phone, backpack, a wallet with $30, and several IDs were left untouched. Why? Perhaps the suspect did not take these items because police could track Johannes easier during movements, even if his devices were turned off. Also, the person would be caught if they attempted to sell them. But what data can be seen at this location at the Golden Gate Bridge? Now, just a few months ago, two males with prestigious jobs in New York City were found unalive after taking an Uber. I'll talk about this in a few minutes. Is Uber really doing thorough background checks on their drivers? Are Uber systems compromised and criminals are able to see locations of customers? Is there an organ trafficking scheme taking place? Allegedly, his brother Yusuf Kadane said another Uber driver asked Johannes to cancel his ride and instead pay him $100 instead of the usual card payment. It was a very weird experience when Johannes previously requested an Uber ride. Again, his Uber driver asked him to cancel the ride and pay money directly to him. Such a devious employee. After that occasion, Johannes told his brother that he did not feel comfortable using the rideshare any longer. But obviously, Johannes changed his mind. This is bizarre. This is proving to me that some Uber drivers can be very fraudulent. Some may not be satisfied with their income or maybe not obtaining enough hours to work to make a higher income. Maybe some drivers are using the company vehicles and possibly collecting money on a regular basis, and those transactions aren't recorded into Uber's system. According to his brother, Johannes Kadane has never suffered from mental illness. He has been in uplifted spirits, graduating from Cornell University in May, moving to California to start a high, prestigious job. His brother spoke to him just Sunday night, but he did not return home on Monday. And when Johannes Kadane left his home, did video surveillance capture background activity? Was there anything odd occurring? And what information does Uber have on this driver? Yusuf Johannes, his brother, confirmed that he has an Uber account. So Johannes must have used the app instead of flagging down the black Toyota Camry, I'm guessing. Hopefully there weren't any other black cars which could have been mistaken for an Uber outside of his building. However, news reports shared the vehicle has an Uber sticker. But is it a legitimate car, or meaning a registered Uber car? A random person found and picked up his phone at the Golden Gate Bridge. Who placed Johannes' items there? Now, Uber allows its customers to choose a vehicle, verify the driver, and identify the ride. So why are missing cases occurring once again? Unfortunately, there are other missing persons cases linked to Uber. At Mirage venue in East Williamsburg, Brooklyn, John Castic and Karl Clemente got into an Uber car as well. 27-year-old John Castic was an analyst for Goldman Sachs. He was very intelligent, soaring in his profession, and charismatic. John Castic met many people on a kickball team 5 years ago when he moved from Chicago. And on July 29, John Castic attended a concert at Saturday night with friends. He left the venue around 3 a.m. and by Tuesday morning, NYPD Harbor Unit received a 911 call. His body was found floating in Newton Creek 2 weeks ago. NYPD evidence does not suggest that it was a homicide. He wasn't mentally ill, and in fact, he was quite happy with his life. A month prior to this crime, on June 11, 27-year-old Karl Clemente attempted to attend an event at Mirage, and around 9:10 p.m., the Mirage staff turned him away because he was too intoxicated. Days later, on June 10, Karl Clemente's body was found floating in the same Newton Creek. He was a psychologist. Now back to Uber connections. My theory. I thought perhaps a hacker was able to track the men's locations and unalive them. However, I just finished reading another article about the two men who were at the Mirage in Brooklyn. New twist. In the comments section, several people wrote that it's usually random people in cars yelling Uber and offering people to get into their car. Someone wrote, once they were actually followed by a so-called Uber driver, and she managed to get away. So, who were these so-called drivers with the Uber stickers on their personal vehicles? All of these men are very young professionals. In all of these cases, no one was robbed. Instead, they were unalived. What is the motive? Is a suspect after men only? This case is so heartbreaking and scary. Personally, I believe Johannes's case could be linked to a serial deleter, like the others. Predators travel. They have all types of strategies so they won't be caught. Please look at my video regarding the police impersonator, Nagasi Zuberi, who kidnapped women from the east to the west coast. If it's not the same individual, it's definitely an easy method for a predator. Just a vehicle and Uber sticker will do. Now, Johannes Kadani is a recent graduate, as I said, of Cornell University. He's 5'8", 8 inches, 150 pounds. He was wearing a gray sweatshirt, hoodie, and black footwear. I truly hope that he is found safely and swiftly. And there is a GoFundMe page for Johannes provided by his close-knit family as well. Who has the police interviewed regarding people in Johannes' circle? I'm intrigued to learn more, especially about his new acquaintances and his colleagues. Were any of Johannes' colleagues envious of his promising career? Is there someone who set a trap for Johannes through his new employment? Please contact authorities if you have information on this case. Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear from all of you. What are your theories about this case? And remember to hit the notification button, like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.